Hidden Paradise, the most beautiful villages of Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia is a land shaped by water, mountains, forests, and time. It is a region where ancient traditions continue to exist alongside modern life, where nature still determines the rhythm of daily living, and where communities remain deeply connected to their surroundings. While bustling cities and famous tourist attractions often dominate travel conversations, the true soul of Southeast Asia lies far beyond highways, skyscrapers, and crowded streets. From charming wooden homes perched above emerald rice terraces in Vietnam, to floating villages drifting peacefully across lakes in Cambodia and Myanmar, each community carries the spirit of generations past. These villages are not museums frozen in history. They are living landscapes where culture, nature, and tradition coexist in perfect balance. Here, daily life flows gently to the rhythm of the seasons. Farmers rise with the sun. Fisherfolk follow the movement of water. Festivals mark the passage of time, and ancient beliefs continue to shape modern living. Get ready to uncover the hidden beauty of Southeast Asia's traditional villages, places that are not merely destinations, but living portraits of a timeless way of life. But before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Banao Rice Terraces, Philippines. High in the mountainous heart of Luzon Island lie the Banao Rice Terraces, one of the most extraordinary agricultural landscapes ever created by human hands. Built more than 2,000 years ago by the ancestors of the Ifugao people, these terraces are often described as a stairway carved into the sky. Using only simple tools and their deep understanding of the land, the Ifugao carved massive steps into steep mountainsides. Each terrace follows the natural curve of the mountain, forming a vast green staircase that stretches endlessly across the slopes. Stone walls and compacted earth hold each level firmly in place, demonstrating engineering skills that have stood the test of time. Situated at around 1,500 meters above sea level, the Banao Rice Terraces offer breathtaking views that transform with the seasons. During planting season, water-filled terraces reflect the sky like giant mirrors. During harvest, the fields glow gold under the sun, creating a scene that feels almost otherworldly. One of the most remarkable features of Banao is its ancient irrigation system. Rainwater flows naturally from forested mountaintops into carefully designed canals that distribute water evenly across the terraces. This system functions entirely without modern technology, relying instead on gravity, cooperation, and ancestral knowledge. Beyond agriculture, the terraces represent a deep spiritual connection between the Ifugao people and their land. Farming is a communal activity, guided by rituals, ceremonies, and respect for ancestral spirits. Every harvest is a celebration of harmony between humans and nature. Today, the Banao Rice Terraces face challenges from climate change, modernization, and migration. Preserving them means protecting not just a landscape, but a living culture shaped by patience, cooperation, and respect for the earth. Hoi An, Vietnam. Nestled along the gentle curves of the Tu Bon River, Hoi An is a town where history whispers through lantern-lit streets. Once a thriving trading port between the 15th and 19th centuries, Hoi An welcomed merchants from China, Japan, India, and Europe, creating a unique blend of cultures that still defines the town today. Walking through Hoi An feels like stepping back in time. Yellow walled houses, wooden shop fronts, tiled roofs, and ancient bridges create an atmosphere of quiet nostalgia. As evening approaches, colorful lanterns illuminate the streets, reflecting off the river and transforming the town into a glowing tapestry of light. The Thu Bon River plays a central role in daily life. Boats drift slowly across its surface, fishermen cast their nets, and reflections of old houses shimmer in the water. Nearby white sandy beaches and calm coastal waters add natural beauty to the town's cultural richness. Hoi An is also a place of celebration. Festivals such as the Lantern Festival and Lunar New Year fill the streets with music, traditional performances, and floating candles. During these moments, modern noise fades away, and the town feels suspended in time, guided by tradition and collective memory. Pu Luong Nature Reserve, Vietnam. Hidden among rolling mountains in northern Vietnam, Pu Luong Nature Reserve offers one of the region's most peaceful and untouched rural landscapes. Covering more than 17,000 hectares, the reserve is defined by limestone peaks, lush valleys, waterfalls, and dense tropical forests. Pu Luong's terraced rice fields are among its most striking features. During harvest season, layers of golden rice ripple across hillsides, forming a natural mosaic that changes with the light and the wind. Small footpaths wind through the fields, connecting villages that seem to blend seamlessly into the landscape. The reserve is home to rich biodiversity, including gibbons, leopards, civets, and countless bird species. Thick forests provide shelter for wildlife, rarely seen elsewhere, making Pu Luong an important conservation area. Equally captivating are the local communities who call this region home. The Thai and Muong people live in traditional stilt houses, made from wood and bamboo. Their daily lives revolve around farming, weaving, and seasonal festivals. Customs, clothing, and rituals are deeply connected to nature, reflecting a worldview centered on balance and respect. Pu Luong is not just a destination. It is a place where human life continues to exist in harmony with the land, offering visitors a rare glimpse into a slower and more meaningful way of living. Mount Kinabalu and Kinabalu Park, Malaysia. Rising dramatically above the surrounding landscape, Mount Kinabalu stands at 4,095 meters, making it the highest peak in Southeast Asia. Located within Kinabalu Park in Malaysia, this mountain is a UNESCO World Heritage Site celebrated for its extraordinary biodiversity. The ecosystems of Mount Kinabalu change dramatically with altitude. Lower slopes are covered in tropical rainforests, home to towering trees, orchids, and rare plant species. As elevation increases, forests give way to moss-covered landscapes, alpine meadows, and rocky terrain near the summit. Kinabalu Park is home to more than 6,000 plant species, over 300 bird species, and more than 100 mammal species. Many of these species are found nowhere else on Earth, making the park one of the most important biological research sites in Southeast Asia. For local communities, Mount Kinabalu holds deep spiritual significance. The mountain is seen as a sacred place, and traditional beliefs emphasize respect for nature and balance between humans and the environment. Kampong Ayer, Brunei. Kampong Ayer is a historic floating village located along the Brunei River, often referred to as the Venice of the East. This remarkable settlement has been home to Bruneian communities for centuries, with roots that stretch back more than 1,000 years. Houses in Kampong Ayer are built on sturdy wooden stilts above the water and connected by an intricate network of walkways and bridges. Despite being built over water, the village is fully functional, with schools, mosques, shops, health clinics, and community centers serving the daily needs of residents. Electricity, clean water, and internet access are seamlessly integrated into this traditional setting. The surrounding landscape is striking. Wooden homes appear to float gently on calm waters, framed by mangrove forests and the distant skyline of modern Brunei. Boats replace cars, and water taxis serve as the main mode of transportation, gliding quietly between homes and public spaces. Daily life in Kampong Ayer is deeply communal. Neighbors share resources, children play along wooden walkways, and prayer calls echo across the river. Kampong Ayer represents adaptability and resilience, showing how communities can thrive in harmony with their environment while preserving cultural identity. Tonle Sap Floating Village, Cambodia. Tonle Sap Lake, the largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia, is home to one of the world's most extraordinary floating communities. Thousands of houses, schools, markets, and even temples float on platforms designed to rise and fall with dramatic seasonal water changes. Life in the floating village revolves around fishing and agriculture. Residents depend on the lake's rich ecosystem, which supports countless fish species, aquatic plants, and migratory birds. Fishing techniques are passed down through generations, forming the backbone of the local economy. During the rainy season, Ton Sap expands several times its dry season size, flooding nearby forests and farmland. This transformation turns the region into a vast water world, reshaping daily routines and travel routes. Floating houses are carefully designed to adapt to these conditions, anchored yet flexible. Boats become essential for transportation, trade, and education. Despite limited resources, the community displays remarkable resilience, living in rhythm with one of Southeast Asia's most dynamic natural systems. Batad Village, Philippines. Hidden deep within the mountains of Ifugao Province, Batad Village feels like a place suspended between earth and sky. Unlike the more accessible Banao terraces, Batad remains remote, reachable only by foot along narrow mountain trails. This isolation has helped preserve both its dramatic landscape and its traditional way of life. Batad is shaped like a natural amphitheater. Massive rice terraces curve around the village in a near-perfect bowl, carved entirely by hand more than 2,000 years ago. Stone walls rise layer upon layer, following the mountain's contours with remarkable precision. From above, the terraces resemble a giant green fingerprint pressed into the mountainside. Life in Batad follows the rhythm of the land. Families farm rice using ancestral methods, planting and harvesting by hand. There are no large machines here, only human effort, patience, and cooperation. Water flows through ancient irrigation channels, fed by mountain springs, ensuring every terrace receives exactly what it needs. Homes in Batad are simple wooden structures with thatched or tin roofs, built to withstand heavy rains and shifting mountain weather. Electricity arrived only recently, and even today, nights are quiet, lit mostly by stars and small lamps. Without the noise of cities, the sounds of insects, wind, and flowing water dominate the evenings. Luang Prabang, Laos. Luang Prabang is an ancient city in northern Laos and a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its spiritual atmosphere and architectural harmony. Buddhist temples, French colonial buildings, and traditional Lao houses coexist peacefully within the city. Each morning, monks dressed in saffron robes walk silently through the streets to collect alms, creating a moment of reflection and calm. Waterfalls, rivers, and forested hills surround the city, adding natural beauty to its cultural significance. Luang Prabang preserves its heritage with care, offering a rare example of how tradition and gentle tourism can coexist. Understood. Below is an expanded continuation of the same documentary-style script, written in plain text only, no bold letters anywhere, no emphasis formatting, and designed to add well over 1,000 words while maintaining the same tone, flow, and quality. Understood. Below is an expanded continuation of the same documentary-style script, written in plain text only. No bold letters anywhere, no emphasis formatting, and designed to add well over 1,000 words while maintaining the same tone, flow, and quality. Puluong, Vietnam. Puluong is not just a destination, it is a refuge from the rush of modern life. Villages here are scattered across hillsides, connected by narrow dirt paths that wind through rice fields and forests. Mornings begin with mist drifting slowly through valleys, while the sound of roosters and flowing streams fills the air. Life in Puluong revolves around agriculture and community. Families work together in the fields, planting and harvesting rice, using techniques that have changed little over centuries. Buffaloes are still used to plow fields, and harvests are celebrated collectively, reinforcing strong social bonds. Water wheels made from bamboo continue to spin along mountain streams, channeling water into rice paddies below. These simple yet effective structures highlight the villagers' deep understanding of their environment and their ability to work with nature rather than against it. Evenings in Puluong are quiet and intimate. As the sun dips behind the mountains, smoke rises from cooking fires, and families gather inside wooden homes to share meals prepared from locally grown ingredients. There are no neon lights here, only the glow of lanterns and the stars overhead. In-lake floating villages. Myanmar. In the heart of Myanmar's Shan state lies In-lake, a vast freshwater lake dotted with floating villages that seem to defy gravity. Here, entire communities live on the water, building homes on wooden stilts and cultivating floating gardens that drift gently with the currents. The Intha people, who inhabit Inle Lake, have adapted their lives completely to the aquatic environment. Fishermen are famous for their unique leg rowing technique, standing at the bow of narrow boats while wrapping one leg around the oar. This allows them to navigate shallow waters while keeping their hands free to manage fishing nets. Floating gardens made of water hyacinths and lake sediment form fertile platforms for growing tomatoes, cucumbers, and flowers. These gardens are anchored in place using bamboo poles and require constant care, showcasing the ingenuity and perseverance of the local people. Daily life unfolds on the water. Markets float from village to village, monasteries rise directly from the lake, and children paddle boats to school. Despite limited access to modern infrastructure, the community thrives through cooperation and resilience. Sunrise over In-lake is a moment of quiet magic. Mist blankets the water as fishermen glide silently across the surface, their silhouettes reflected in the stillness. It is a reminder that human life can exist in harmony with even the most unconventional landscapes. Tonle Sap Floating Village, Cambodia. Tonle Sap Lake, the largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia, is home to one of the world's most extraordinary floating communities. Thousands of houses, schools, markets, and even temples float on platforms designed to rise and fall with dramatic seasonal water changes, creating a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. Life in the floating village revolves around fishing and agriculture. Residents depend on the lake's rich ecosystem, which supports countless fish species, aquatic plants, and migratory birds. Fishing techniques are passed down through generations, forming the backbone of the local economy, while families supplement their livelihoods with small-scale trading and handicrafts. During the rainy season, Tonle Sap expands several times its dry season size, flooding nearby forests and farmland. This transformation turns the region into a vast water world, reshaping daily routines, travel routes, and even school and market locations. Floating houses are carefully designed to adapt to these conditions, anchored yet flexible. Boats become essential for transportation, trade, and education. Despite limited resources, the community displays remarkable resilience, ingenuity, and harmony with one of Southeast Asia's most dynamic natural systems. Life here is a delicate balance between people, water, and the ever-changing seasons. In-lake, Myanmar. In-lake is one of Myanmar's most iconic landscapes, celebrated for its floating villages, stilt houses, and distinctive fishing traditions. The Intha people, who inhabit the lake, have adapted their lifestyle entirely to the water, creating a unique harmony between human activity and nature. Fishermen are famous for rowing their boats using one leg while standing upright, a technique developed to navigate dense aquatic plants. This skill allows them to see beneath the water's surface, while managing large conical fishing nets with ease. Families also cultivate and maintain floating gardens, adding to the lake's vibrant ecosystem. The lake is home to floating gardens, where vegetables, herbs, and flowers are grown on layers of water hyacinths, mud, and bamboo frames. These gardens drift gently across the water, forming a patchwork of green that sustains the local economy and provides fresh produce for villagers. Surrounded by mountains, In-lake changes dramatically with the seasons. Traditional festivals, monasteries built on stilts, and daily rituals create a rich cultural atmosphere. Visitors can witness vibrant ceremonies, boat processions, and local markets, making Inle Lake a living example of harmony between people, water, and centuries of tradition. Ubud, Rural village. Bali, Indonesia. Beyond the busy streets of Bali's tourist centers lies a network of rural villages surrounding Ubud, where traditional Balinese life continues largely unchanged. Rice terraces cascade down hillsides, fed by an ancient irrigation system known as subak. The subak system, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Practice, is more than just water management. It is a spiritual and social system rooted in Balinese Hindu philosophy, emphasizing harmony between humans, nature, and the divine. Village life revolves around temples, ceremonies, and agriculture. Colorful offerings made from flowers, rice, and palm leaves are placed daily at doorsteps, shrines, and fields, expressing gratitude and devotion. Balinese villages are deeply communal. Major decisions are made collectively, and festivals involve the entire community. Music, dance, and art are woven into everyday life, preserving cultural identity across generations. Early mornings are filled with the sounds of nature and temple bells, while evenings bring communal gatherings and traditional performances. Even as tourism grows, many villages continue to protect their traditions, finding balance between economic opportunity and cultural preservation. As our journey through Southeast Asia's hidden villages comes to an end, one thing becomes clear. These places are more than scenic landscapes or travel destinations. They are reminders of a different way of living, one that values patience over speed, community over convenience, and harmony with nature over constant growth. From mountain terraces carved by hand to villages floating gently on water, each community tells a story of resilience, wisdom, and balance. These villages show us that progress does not always mean leaving tradition behind, and that beauty often lies in simplicity. If you enjoyed exploring these timeless villages with us, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more journeys into hidden cultures, remote landscapes, and untold stories from around the world. Share this video with someone who loves travel, nature, or discovering places beyond the tourist trail. And let us know in the comments which village inspired you the most, or which hidden destination you would love to see next. Until our next journey, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep searching for the beauty that lives off the beaten path.